17,000. This number represents the total number of endangered species. 905. This number represents the total number of extinct species. The manatees right now are endangered and on the verge of extinction with only about 5,000 remaining. I got this from Endangered Earth. I encourage you to listen because these animals are, like others, are an important part of the ecosystem and are nearly extinct. My expertise with manatees comes from both personal experience as well as hours of research online. I want my audience to understand what a manatee is and why they are endangered. And manatees are an animal that needs human help in order to save them. I'll be discussing quick facts about manatees, why they're endangered, and what humans can do to help them. To start, a manatee is an herbivorous mammal that lives in coastal climates and has been nicknamed the sea cow. I got this from National Geographic Manatee. A manatee's diet consists mostly of grasses and seaweed, and although they are herbivores, some have been found to eat oysters and clams. Most of those reside in Western Africa. A huge part of manatees' diet is also what humans feed them. They're very friendly animals, so they'll actually swim right up to the boat for the attention and food from humans. This will be dangerous to them, and I'll explain that later in the speech. Manatees can be found along the Atlantic Ocean, Atlantic coast of the United States, as seen in this left picture. They've been found as far north as New York and as far south as Peru. There are actually three types of manatee. The first type lives anywhere between Florida and South America. The second type lives in the Amazon River, and the third and final type lives in Western Africa and in the rivers in Western Africa. A manatee, as I stated, is nicknamed the sea cow, and this is for two reasons. First, the size of the manatee. The manatee is anywhere between 8 and 13 feet long and can weigh up as much as 1,300 pounds. I also got this from National Geographic Manatee. The next reason manatee is nicknamed the sea cow is because their diet. As I stated, they are herbivores and eat seaweeds and seagrasses, and they will eat for anywhere between 8 and 12 hours a day. They can actually eat up to 1/10 of their body weight, which is equivalent to 130 pounds. This does not include what humans feed them. I got this from Manatee Research, and humans have domesticized these animals and have made manatees feel way too comfortable around the human population and the increase in boats. And now that I've talked about a manatee's quick facts, their diet, I will now talk about how humans are killing these animals. As I explained before, manatees will swim right up to the boats. They are very friendly and curious animals and enjoy being around humans, and this has endangered them for about the last 20 years. In 3 months of 2013, 409 manatee were killed. This is compared to the first 3 months of 2012, where only 115 manatee were killed. The total number in 2013 was an astonishing 894 deaths, while in 2012 it was only 392. Humans are not causing all of these deaths. In fact, in 2013, only 20 deaths were blamed on boats and 50 more blamed on humans. And I got that from actually a tour while I was in Florida. Nearly 70% of manatees tracked actually have scars like these ones. The scars are from boat propellers when the manatees go to surface for air or attention from humans. And if they get ran over by a boat, the propeller will actually slice right through their skin. This does not kill them typically because of the thick layer of fat and blubber that they have, so it will not get to any vital organs, but it will cause infections which can eventually lead to deaths. And these are not blamed on by humans, so these are not part of the 20 boat deaths or 50 caused by humans, just because it's too hard to track. Because manatees are mammals, they can actually only survive about 15 minutes underwater while resting, and when they're swimming, they can only survive 3 to 4 minutes. So that means every 3 to 4 minutes, there's a chance that they can come encounter with another boat, which has increased the death rate drastically over the last few years. And humans, although they have been increased in killing them the last few years, they are trying to save them. And now that I've talked about how manatees have been killed the last few years. I'll now talk about what humans are doing to try and save them. First, when I was in Florida on the tour, I saw these buoys just like this. It's almost a no-wake zone buoy, but it says the manatee area on it, just so boaters can keep their eye out for manatees. They have also actually blocked off areas of rivers with high populations of manatees where manatees typically mate and have babies. So boats aren't even allowed in there, and the only things that are allowed in there are scuba divers and snorkelers. The next thing you can do is called adopting a manatee, and it costs $20, and you get a certificate just like this one. Has a picture of the manatee as well as a name and a few facts about the manatee. The $20 will go towards helping spread awareness, like putting more of these signs up, or they'll go towards help saving them medically, helping with surgeries and everything. The final thing you can do is to go to Florida, and there's a tour that you can go on, which is one that I went on, and it will teach you everything you need to know about manatees. And at the end, you actually get a snorkel with the manatees. It's pretty intimidating because, like I said, they're 1,300 pounds, but they're really friendly and they like to mess with you. They like to splash you and stuff. And to conclude my speech, I'll revisit the 3 main points previously stated. First, the quick facts about manatees. Next, how manatees are becoming endangered. And finally, what humans are doing to help. As I stated, manatees are herbivorous mammals nicknamed the sea cow who like to graze on grasses. They are becoming endangered because of more interactions between humans and manatees. And finally, humans are trying to save them through signs, knowledge, and donations. And I hope to have taught you more about manatees than you may have known previously, and hope you enjoyed learning. Thank you.